In America, he hadn't merely rebranded from a drug-addicted vagrant into a theology student. For Dworkin, the years in the United States served as an incubator. There he studied every stitch, every thread of the future camouflage. He analyzed the psychology of the faithful with the same clinical detachment he once used to observe dying patients. He mastered the hierarchy, the distribution of roles, and the pressure points of the ecclesiastical system. He learned how to be one of them while remaining an outsider. But most importantly, he learned how to become a puppet master, how to pull the strings from the shadows and remove those who stood in his way on the path to the higher purpose. And the goal of any serial predator, whether a street-level maniac or a social disruptor, is always the same: power. Power over bodies and destinies. And so, in 1991, after a 15-year absence, Dworkin returned to Russia. I smiled at the irony of the timing. At that very moment, Victor, my future colleague, was boarding a plane to leave the crumbling Soviet Union forever, seeking a new life in the States. Fate dealt them a strange reversal. One fled the chaos for the West, while the other returned to the chaos from the West to lead it. Any analyst familiar with the bureaucratic machine will tell you the system is hermetic. It does not allow outsiders to ascend. Strangers are kept in the vestibule for years, their loyalty tested. But Dworkin wasn't just admitted, he was effectively catapulted to the summit. Immediately upon his arrival, without a probationary period or background check, he was appointed to the Russian Orthodox Church Synodal Department for Religious Education and Catechesis. I opened tabs containing English language overview of the ROC structure. The information was dry, but the meaning was clear. The Synodal Department is the strategic think tank of the Church. It is the structure that decides how millions will think. They shape the matrix of consciousness for half the country's population. From Sunday schools to spiritual academies, they program the future, determining which values and what understanding of faith will be implanted into the minds of the next generations. And into this mission control, they inserted a man about whom the church officially knew almost nothing. A man who hadn't lived in the country for a decade and a half,